Hello, here's a fairly short video of my next day. Headed up north, end up in Orkney for the night, 2 nights actually. I wanted to make one correction that I said yesterday about the river. It flows through Inverness. It was actually, it's called River Ness, which incidentally flows into Loch Ness, which we've all heard of, which I think is pretty cool. So I wanted to make sure I corrected that. Sorry about that. And today I head again north on what's called out of Inverness, and I get on the NC 500, which means North Coast 500, and that's comparable to our Route 66 here in the States. And when I'm on it, it kind of brought back memories of riding on the Pacific Coast Highway in California. It was just a beautiful scenery, and looking out over the North Sea. And then my first stop was Dunrobin Castle, and I was a bit early, and they were not open yet, and didn't open until 10, and I was there about 9. And because I'm a little bit rushed, I wanted to make sure to get all the way up to the north and then be able to catch my ferry. I don't want to miss it. But anyway, Dunrobin was very picturesque, and I took the time to walk around to the back and look out over the North Sea and the coastline, and of course you get a really beautiful setting of the castle from the back, and just stunning. So I'm glad I took the time to do that. And then I worked my way on up on the East Coast along the shore and to what's called Duncansby Head area. There's a lighthouse as well as the sea stacks. And I spent a little time just enjoying just standing on the bluff, looking over the to the sea, and just really taking in the sea stacks and the lighthouse, and I wish I had more time. I crammed a lot. Every day was pretty jam packed, and this one just particularly because I needed to make it to a little town called Scrapster, the port, to catch my ferry north to Orkney. So one last stop was the John O'Groats signpost. And, of course, that area has been known to be the northernmost point on the Scottish mainland. And so definitely wanted to see it. Spent just a little bit of time there. And then I wanted to make sure, again, make it over to the ferry. So I was there. I ended up being there about an hour early, which was fine with me. That way I didn't have to worry about it. And then, of course, the ferry ride over was exciting, to say the least. It was some pretty rough seas, and got to hear a lot of the car alarms going off down below in the ferry. They were really shaking and rocking and rolling, so I really enjoyed it, and ended up landing in called the little port of Stromness on Orkney, and then got off the ferry, and then worked my way over to the little town of Kirkwall, picturesque little town on the harbor, on the water, and it was everything I'd heard and seen pictures of. And my guest house, so bed and breakfast guest house, was very, very close to the shore and the water, and so I was able to walk over there and catch the sunset. And then I walked on in to town, about a mile, and which was fine, and that's where I caught dinner. And then it seemed like I found myself eating fish and chips a lot there, which was fantastic. Always hot. That and the chips and the fries were just perfect every time. And anyway, I got to see the St. Magnus Cathedral, which was founded back in the 1100s. And so it's just a beautiful cathedral. And so I was glad I walked up to it and got to walk around it. It was getting dark, so still it's pretty good pictures. So it was a great experience, and I'm glad I got to do it. So anyway, that's it for the day. Pretty much again, short video, and hope you enjoy. And until tomorrow, I spend all day on Orkney and checking out some really cool old historic spots. So hope to see you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye.